Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time of the day it is, whenever you watch this. Hello to you and welcome again to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to be hosting you yet again for another exciting episode of what I have for you today. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's get into it. Just a note. I don't even know why is it relevant. I'm just gonna say it anyway. Like, I've had sunburn, or I had sunburn, or my skin got sunburn, whichever is grammatically correct. And so I'm still recovering. So I've got like some spots. My skin is coming back to life, I guess. So yeah, that's that. I've been dealing with that. So yeah, today we are gonna be talking about, and this is specifically to my ladies. I am gonna make another video where I address the guys because I don't think there's enough time to do two in one video. But I am gonna talk about how you know, or pointers. I'm gonna talk about pointers that show you whether he's either taking you seriously or whether he's playing you. And I'm here for this. The reason why I speak a lot on relationships and mental health is because I've had my fair share of terrible experiences in both mental health and relationships, and I changed a few things about myself, about my life, about how I do things. And so after some time I met someone, and within 4 months he actually proposed to me. That's a story for another day. I'm going to talk about that another day. So yeah, this is why I like to talk about relationships, because I feel like, again, I'll say this, I wish someone had told me some of the things that I'm gonna say to you now. Sometimes we know these things, but we just need someone else to keep telling us what really is going on for us to make proper conscious decisions about our lives, about our relationships moving forward, so that we don't waste our time. So today I'm going to talk about that. So I wrote a couple of things down just so that I don't lose track of some of the things that I want to make known to you. Of course, you might have heard them before, you might have read millions of blogs before, but listen, I just feel like this has been laid on my heart and I need to give it to you. So the first thing is, a man who takes you seriously will not be afraid to provide for you, whether he has the money or not. With whatever he has, he will want to share it with you, and he won't care too much about what he has left after giving you. It's about you, and he wants to make sure that he gives you the best of what he has. Doesn't matter, again, how much he has. You can't expect someone who has $5 to give you $1 million, for example. Like, that's not how it works. But you can expect him to give you $4, for example. That's like, I know it's a terrible example because nobody wants $5. We all want $1 million. But just to get you to understand that a man is not afraid to provide for whoever he takes seriously, because essentially that's in their nature. So if you're not the one he's providing for, boo-boo, then I guess it ain't you. Again, these are just pointers. Of course, people are different. People respond differently to circumstances, because circumstances may also be different, and hence the response would also be different to those particular circumstances. But these are just pointers to help you really see whether you are for this person or whether they are taking you seriously, and that will help you to just see whether you're being played or not. Another thing is that he will make time for you. Listen, time is important. We all value our time as individuals, and so when we give people our time, that means they are important to us. I know some of us are really busy, and I know some men have this thing where they don't want to be disturbed when they're busy, whether it's by someone they love or someone else. They just don't want to be disturbed. And for me, I think what I've noticed is, in most successful relationships, in most happy relationships, is that even when the guy is really busy, he will make time for you. If he can't, if he doesn't work in an environment where he can take you to work with him and say, listen, come help me at work or something, and he just has to be there on his own to focus on it. He's gonna make time for you when he's free. So when it's during the weekend and he's finally relaxed, because men don't think like women. Men like just want to concentrate on that one thing and get it done. They really focus, and only when they're relaxed, that's when they think about someone they want to spend time with. So if you are that person that he calls when he's free, or even when he's busy, I don't want us to focus too much about him being free, because even when someone is busy, they make time for what's important for them. So it's important that you look at the kind of life that he has. Is he able to accommodate you when he's busy? Don't make excuses for him. Just be true and honest to yourself. Is he able to accommodate you? Because an example is, my husband is in a very difficult and always busy line of work. So I can't be with him at work. I can't help him at work because I don't have a clue about what he does. But what I do know is there are times where he'd say, listen, I've got this thing, come with me, let's do this. And that shows me, that happened way before we were even engaged. That's when I saw like, okay, this man really wants to spend time with me, even when he's busy and he doesn't even have time for himself. He wants to make time for me, and the willingness to make time for me is really what's important. So look out for that. He wants to spend time with you, and he wants to make time for you, and he's going to try really hard to spend as much time with you as he can. But also check when he's free during the weekend, who does he make time for? Look at that. Does he call you without you saying anything, without you initiating anything? Does he want to spend time with you without getting physical? It's not even about satisfying his physical needs. Does he want to genuinely go places with you, spend time with you, to be in your company? Someone who takes you seriously will want to be in your company almost all the time. I recently shared a video where Steve Harvey was talking about, because someone asked him, how do you really know that this guy is for you? And Steve was like, you know what? When he's away from you, he can't breathe, he can't function without you. That's how you know. So look out for that, ladies. Make sure that you really just detach yourself from any emotional influence that you have regarding this relationship or this person that you are with, and just really analyze the situation from an objective point of view to really make sure that he actually does make time for you, apart from his physical needs being satisfied, but that you as an individual, he wants to spend time with you. So sometimes it could even be in public, just going places, but him being in your company, that he really wants that, so that he's not playing you, or that he's at least taking you seriously. Another thing is, does his behavior change when you show him, or when you're open to him, or when you communicate to him that there's certain things that make you uncomfortable, that upset you? If he's not even willing to try to change, then he, I guess, doesn't take you seriously. I mean, there's some habits that we all have that are really difficult to fight off, and for us, I think it's more about just trying. If you're willing to try to get rid of some of these habits, that's enough. That should be enough, because then the other person should be the supporting system to help the person get better. But I mean, if you're with someone who doesn't even care about, trying to change for the better, for you not to be upset, then I mean, does he really take you seriously? That leads me to the point of, does his goal include making you happy? His number one goal should be to always make you happy, or at least it should be up there with the top 3 goals with you in his life. Like, does he want you to be happy? Whatever he does in his life, is it for your fulfillment? Is it for your happiness? Always just properly check that, because love is supposed to be selfless. Last year spoke about this, where I said the way a man is supposed to love a woman is that the kind of love that he should have is the love that he should be able to give himself up for his woman. That's when you know this person really loves you. So again, how does he take you seriously? He's gonna want to make you happy all the time. He's gonna want to make you happy all the time. Another thing is, does he include you in his plans? This goes back to making time for you. This goes back to making time for you. If he's, planning something big for his life, are you included in that? Does he ask your opinion on maybe a new car, a new house, a job opportunity, something major in his life? Does he consider you? Does he fall into that? Like, does he, not that he falls into that, but does he make sure that you fit into his plan, into his life plan? You need to analyze that from a distance. Don't confront him about it. Don't ask too many questions about it, because sometimes men know that these are the things that we're looking for. So for him just to get into your pants, he's gonna make you believe that, yeah, he ticks all his boxes, and then you think, oh, he does take me seriously. So analyze from a distance, from an objective point of view. At the end of the day, take your time to really analyze, because a person can only pretend for so long, and so eventually you're going to really see the truth. So take your time to observe whether he does include you in his future plans. He's going to look at the future with you. If he does take you seriously, you are in his future, and he will mention it. So like I said, observe from an objective point of view, analyze with your time, and really understand the situation. But yeah, he will have to include you in his future plans if he does take you seriously, and you will know. Sometimes we do actually know the kind of people we associate with, so your person, and you'll know whether you are included in their future plans or not. If you're not sure, then you're probably not, because a man who is serious about you will make sure that you know that he is serious about you. So if you have to second guess, if you've got a doubt, if you have to watch this video to check those boxes, those things that I'm mentioning, yeah, if you're not sure, then you really have to take a step back and to just really understand the situation, because you don't want a situation where you are hurt and you could have, you could have escaped this hurt, by just having already noticed some of these things from the very beginning. So another thing is, does he make you public? Okay, I do get that some men are private. My husband, for example, is incredibly private. I don't know if there's a phrase that exists that says introverted introvert. He is by far the most private person I know. The only reason people know about us is because of me. I've been posting. So for him, he's not a social media person. So when he does post a picture, it's once every 6 months. Every 6 months, sorry. So that's the kind of person he is. But when we do go out, when we go out in public, wherever we go, he can't wait to tell people that I'm his wife. He's like, yeah, no, did you meet my wife? Yeah, no, this is my wife. Did you meet my wife? And he always wants to hold my hand, and he's that kind of a person. So it's important to just analyze how this person behaves when you are in public, or not even in public, whether if he is a social media person, does he talk about you on social media? To his friends, does he talk about you? I mean, he should be proud to have you. He should be proud to have you as his woman, to have you in his life. That's how you know he takes you seriously, because guys have this ego, okay? So for them, it's very difficult to praise someone or to be proud to have someone in their life when they're not actually proud to have that person around them. Like, they'd rather not. So I guess it's an important pointer to look at. Like, how does he treat you in public? How does he feel about you in publicly? Like, sometimes I remember there was this the DJ of our wedding. He was such an amazing man, because he was the performer as well. And at some point, he once messaged me, and he's like, you know what? Like, I can see the way, he looks at you, I can see. So sometimes the way he treats you to other people will be able to see that this person is really into you. And that's how you know they take you seriously, because someone who doesn't take you seriously won't even care about talking about you to his family, to his friends. You're not even gonna be there, maybe if he's trying to get into your pants, he's gonna play around with one of the friends, and one of the friends are gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, he's really into you and stuff. But we all know that, been there, done that. So I mean, I saw this really, really terrible story on Facebook where the mother-in-law was in on this man playing this woman, and I felt so sorry for her, because I mean, if someone's mother is involved, then I mean, you really trust the person and you really think that they take you seriously. So I can imagine what kind of heartbreak she had to go through. But at the end of the day, it's we have to analyze the situation objectively. We need to take a step back, detach yourself from all the emotions that you're feeling towards this person, and just really think about how they really treat you, whether they make you happy, whether they're not afraid to provide for you. So it's really important to just detach yourself, emotionally from the situation. Try really hard. And I know one thing that really helps is prayer. When you ask God to help you see whether this person takes you seriously or not. But don't ignore the signs. Don't ignore the signs that God gives you, because that's when the hardest and most painful heartbreak hits you. Because God would have been like, no, child, this is not going to work out. This is not for you. This is not the person I have for you. And we ignore the signs because of the emotional attachment we have towards these particular individuals. So it's really important. I hope the list has helped you. Remember, he makes time for you. Little to no excuses. Come on. Excuses just show you that this person does not take you seriously. So you need to move away from even making excuses for this person. So he makes time for you. He includes you in his plans. He's not afraid to provide for you. He's going to make you happy, or at least that should be one of his top goals. He includes you. I did say he includes you in his plans, and he's happy with making you public. Like, he loves to be with you in public. He loves to talk about you to his friends, to his family in public. The way he treats you, the way he holds your hand, the way he just look at his demeanor, when you're in public, or if he's a social media person, how he talks about you, how he treats you. But then again, like I said, some people know how to pretend so well. So I might have given you this list of these pointers. This list is not exhaustive, by the way. I mean, there are always so many other factors, because people are different, and again, they respond to certain circumstances differently. But people have mastered the art of pretending nowadays. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, pretending. And it's so difficult again to really know whether someone's being genuine, because they can pretend to fit you in their schedule. They can make you believe that they're busy, but then they actually make time for you. They can make you believe that they're fitting you in their future, but they're just playing you. They can make you believe that they're changing their behavior for the better. They can make you believe all these things just to get in your pants or to get something else from you, and yet not take you seriously. So at the end of the day, I think the one thing that you need to do as an individual is to really pray about it, for God to really show you. Because when you involve God in your situation, God's not gonna let you, he's gonna cushion the hurt. He's gonna cushion it. So if you do fall, he's gonna catch you, or he's gonna show you the signs, like, listen, this situation is not for you, this guy is pretending, or this situation is not real. Then you should listen to him. You should see his signs, because sometimes God speaks to us in a way that we understand best. So if you're the kind of person that sees signs, or if you're the kind of person that has to read something somewhere, if you're the kind of person who likes reading the word, God will speak to you in a way that suits you best, because he knows us. Ultimately, he knows us better than we know ourselves. So yeah, pray for him to really make you understand. But I hope this list helps you to just try and analyze your situation, because I mean, at the end of the day, nobody wants their time wasted, and we all want to be in happy, healthy relationships. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I am so grateful for the subscribers that have shown me some love during the past few weeks. I mean, I haven't been that active on here, but I'm still getting the love, and I'm so grateful. So yeah, I'll be showing you love back by trying to be as consistent as I can be. And yeah, thank you for watching this video, and please stay tuned for the next one. Ciao.